Hello all of you, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss short question answer First Flight book chapter 1st A Letter to God. Here we will see the first question. What did Lancho hope for? Your answer, Lancho hoped for rains as the only thing that is field of ripe corn needed a shower. Okay. Here, Lancho also hoped for rains as the only thing that field also ripe corn needed a shower. Here we will see the second question. Why did Lancho say the raindrops were like new coins? Lancho's crops were ready for harvest as raindrops would have helped in getting a better harvest, resulting in more prosperity. So Lancho compared them with a new coins. Here Lancho's crop were ready for harvest, but raindrops would help in getting a better harvest. So here Lancho compared them with a new coins. Okay. Here we will see the third question. How did the rain change? What happened to Lancho's field? The rain was pouring down, but suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and very large hailstones began to fall along with the rain. All the crop in Lancho's fields destroyed. When the rain began to fall, but suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and very large hailstones began to fall along with the rain. All the crop in Lancho's field destroyed. Here we will see the fourth question. What were Lancho's feelings when the hail stopped? Answer. After hail stopped, Lancho's soul was filled with sadness. He could see a bleak future for him and his family. He was worried about lack of food for the coming year because in this time the Lancho's crop were destroyed by hailstones. So that's why he is worried about then what will happen. There is no food to eat. What will happen to my family and what will happen to me? Okay, this coming year. Here we will see the next question. Who or what did Lancho have faith in? What did he do? In this question, who or what did Lancho have a faith in? It means he have a faith in God, and then what did he do? Okay, we will see the answer, then we will understand. Lancho had faith in God. He believed that God's eyes see everything. He believed that the God eyes see everything. Okay, nothing is escaped from God. Okay, we will continue answer. Even what is deep in one's conscience, if there is anything is deep, that also God knows everything. He wrote a letter to God saying that he needed 100 pesos to sow his field again. Here Lancho have a faith in God, so he wrote a letter to God that he asked 100 pesos to feed his family as well as to sow his field again. Okay. Here we will see the next question. Who read the letter? Who read the letter? Postmaster read the letter. But who got the letter? One of the employee who was a postman and also help at the post office. Okay. That postman got the letter. Then he handed to postmaster. Then postmaster read that letter. The letter was written by Lancho. Here we will see the next question. What did the postmaster do then? The postmaster first laughed, but then he became serious. He was deeply moved by the writer's faith in God. He did not want to shake this faith, so he decided to collect the money and send it to Lancho. When the postmaster read the letter, that time he laughed. After that he became serious and he was deeply moved by the writer's faith in God. So he decided to help that he give some amount from his salary and collect money from his employees and ask from his friends also as an act of charity. Then that he collected the 70 pesos, then he sent the money to Lencho. Here we will see the next question. Was Lencho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? No, Lencho was not at all surprised to see the letter from God with money inside it. His confidence and faith in God was such that he had expected that reply from God. Here Lencho didn't surprise when he got money inside the letter, because he knew that God will give me reply and he will send me money. Okay. Here we will see the next question. What made him angry? Here that Lencho become angry. So what made him angry? We will see the answer. When he finished counting money, he found only 70 pesos, but he demanded 100 pesos. He was confident that God could neither make a mistake nor deny him that he had requested. Therefore, he concluded that the post office employee must have taken the remaining 30 pesos. When Lencho counted all money, he understood that there is only the 70 pesos, but he asked from God 100 pesos. And Lencho was confident that God could neither make a mistake nor deny him. And he concluded that the post office employee must have taken the remaining 30 pesos. Here we are going to discuss thinking about the text. Okay. Here first we will see the first question here. Who does Lencho have complete faith? Which sentence in the story tell you this? Okay, and the second question is, why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? Here we will see the third question. Did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why? Why not? Here we will see the fourth question. Who does Lencho think has taken the rest of money? What is the irony in the situation? Remember that the irony of a situation in an unexpected aspect of it. An ironic situation is strange or amusing because it is the opposite of what is expected. Here we will see the fifth question. Are there people like Lencho in the real world? What kind of person would you say he is? You may select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. Okay. Here now we will see the sixth and the last question. There are two kinds of conflict in the story, between humans and nature and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? Here we will see the first answer. Lencho had complete faith in God. The sentences in the story that shows this are as follows. First point here. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house is the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. And the second point, all through the night Lencho thought only of his one hope, the help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Here that point third, God, he wrote, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. Okay. Point 4, he wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still trouble went to town. Fifth one, God could not have made a mistake, nor could he have denied Lencho what he had requested. It said, God of money, that I ask for only 70 pesos reach me. Send me the rest since I need it very much. So by seeing these points, we can say or we can understand Lencho have complete faith in God. Okay. Here we will see the second question answer. First of all, we will see the question. Why does the postmaster send money to Lancho? Why does he sign the letter God? Okay, here we will see the answer. Postmaster was moved by Lancho's complete faith in God, so he decided to send money to Lancho. Moreover, the postmaster did not want to shake Lancho's faith in God, so he signed the letter God. Okay, it was a good play to convey a message that God had himself written the letter. Okay, here we will see the third question. Did Lancho try to find out who had sent the money to him? Why not? Here we will see the third answer. No, Lancho does not try to find out who had sent the money to him. This is because he had great confidence in God and never suspected that it could be someone else other than God who would send him the money. His faith in God was so strong that he believed that God had sent him the money. Here we will see the fourth question. Lancho thinks that the post office people have taken the money. It is the post office people who send the money to Lancho. But on the other hand, Lancho thinks they have stolen his money. He calls them crooks. Thus, there is an element of irony in this situation. Here we will see the fifth answer. I don't think there can be any such people in the real world. Lancho is illiterate and yet he does not know how his letter will reach God without any address. He probably would be a naive and unquestioning. Here we will see the sixth question's answer. The conflict between humans and nature is shown by the destructions of Lancho's crops, by the hailstones. As the crops failed by hail, Lancho started feeling sad and gloomy. After the storms appropriately projects the conflict of the nature and the man. The story also shown other conflict between humans themselves. The postmaster, along with the help of the other post office employees, sent Lancho the money that they would manage to collect. They were not related to Lancho in any manner. It was an act of kindness and selflessness on their part. Even though they did a good deed, Lancho blamed them for taking away some amount of money. This shows that man does not have faith in his fellow humans, thereby giving rise to this conflict. Look at these words. These words have different names. There are different names in different parts of the word for storms depending on their nature. Can you match the names in the box with their descriptions below and fill in the blanks? You may use a dictionary to help you. Here we will see the first filling the blanks. A violent tropical storm in which strong winds move in a circle. So here our answer will come cyclone. Cyclone means a violent wind that moves in a circle causing a storm. Okay, here we will see the second, an extremely strong wind. So here the answer will come over gale. Gale means a very strong wind. Okay, and here we will see the third question. It means third filling the blanks. A violent tropical storm with very strong winds. So here our answer will come typhoon. Typhoon means a violent tropical storm with very strong winds. Okay, now we will look at the fourth filling the blanks, that is a violent storm whose center is a cloud in the shape of funnel. Funnel means an object that is wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. used for pouring liquid, powder, etc. into a small opening. In the fourth filling the blanks, so our answer will come tornado. Tornado means a violent storm with a very strong wind that blows in a circle. Okay. Here we will look at the fifth filling the blanks. A violent storm with a very strong winds, especially in the western Atlantic Ocean. So here our answer will come hurricane. Hurricane means a violent storm with a very strong winds. Okay. Here we will see the next fill in the blanks, that is 6. A very strong wind that moves very fast in a spinning movement and causes a lot of damage. So our answer will come whirlwind. Whirlwind means a very strong circular wind that forms a tall column of air moving round and round in a circle as it travels across the land or the sea. Match the sentences in column A with the meanings of hope in column B. You have to match this, and you can see the questions from your book. Then here the answer is given here. Okay, we will see the next portion here. Here, second portion is join the sentences given below using who, whom, whose, which as suggested. Okay, so these are the question, just to see the question, and we are going to see the answer here. So here is our first answer. I often go to Mumbai. Here we have to add which is the commercial capital of India. Okay, then second one is here. My mother, who cooks very well, is going to host a TV show on cooking. Then here the third one. These sports persons whose performance has been excellent are going to meet the president. Okay, then here the fourth one. Lancho prayed to God whose eyes see into our minds. And here fifth answer. This man whom I trusted cheated me. Now here we will discuss the next portion. Find sentences in the story which negative words which express the following ideas emphatically. So here is written, the trees lost all their leaves. So here will come, not a leaf remained on the trees. And the second one, the letter was addressed to God himself. Here it was nothing less than a letter to God. Here the third one, the postman saw this address for the first time in his career. And here we will use as answer, never in his career as a postman had he known that address. Here we will see the next portion, that is metaphor. The word metaphor comes from a Greek word meaning transfer. Metaphors compare two things or ideas. A quality or feature of one thing is transferred to another thing. Some common metaphors are, here we will see the example here, the leg of the table. The leg supports our body, so the object that supports a table is described as a leg. And the second point, the heart of the city. The heart is an important organ in the center of our body, so this word is used to describe the central area of a city. Okay. In pairs, find metaphors from the story to complete the table below. Try to say what qualities are being compared. One has been done for you. Here one is already done. Then rest of we have to do. Okay. Here the first one is already solved in our book. Then we will see the second one, raindrops. Then here the metaphor will come, a curtain of rain. And here we will see quality or feature compared, the draping or covering of an area by a curtain. See the third one, hailstone. Metaphor will come, the frozen pearls. Then here quality or feature compared, the resemblance in a color and hardness of a pearl. Here the fourth one we will see, locust, a plague of locusts. Here in the quality section will come the consequence. Consequence means here as a destruction of plague. Now we will see the fifth one, a plague of locusts, an epidemic, a disease that spreads very rapidly and leaves many people dead. And the fifth one, man, an ox of man. Here will come the working of an ox in the fields as a hard work. Okay. I hope all of you understood in a better way. Okay, bye. Then see you in the next video.